Welcome back. Today we're checking out another Team Fortress video in the How It Feels to Play series by LazyPurple. Today we're going to check out the Heavy. We've had several requests to see the Heavy, so we're going to go ahead and check him out. I do know that the Heavy is Russian. He is massive, and his gun's name is Sasha, I believe. Correct? Yes? Maybe? Alright, so let's go ahead and find out what it feels like to play Heavy in TF2. Okay, alright. Is he chonk enough to just take a missile strike like that, I guess? What? Why, medic? Why would you do this? Why would you step in front of the rocket? So playing Heavy is understanding what it means to be the last man standing, apparently.
Thank you! Thank you!
Life is pain! That was a recreation of a competitive Heavy clip showcasing the raw power of this big Russian boy. As the slowest class in the game, Heavy truly struggles to outposition his opponents. Because of this, many Heavy mains live for the moments where you just say, fuck it, and blindly jump around a corner into the enemy team.
Oh no!
These moments are so gratifying, and if you stopped watching this video right now, don't, you'd think that Heavy is the best class in the game. But oh boy, you'd be wrong.
Ooh. Man, alright. So, already we're seeing that Heavy here. So he is slower. We saw in Scout's video that he had a 33% increase to his movement, and I assume that they said Heavy is the slowest, so he either has a standard base movement speed like everybody else, or he might even be slower than the rest of the classes. So, all right. A lot of super firepower. When I saw him just say, yeah, okay, screw it, and jump out and just start blasting, it's kind of what I used to do with Bastion, right? Just jump out, and while I'm falling down, transform into sentry mode and just start shooting.
If you ever feel a need to hone your spy paranoia,
those metal
play Heavy
fists.
for an extended period of time. I can barely walk out of spawn anymore without thinking, it's a spy! Oh wait, it's just my scout asking for a sandwich. Let me take it out, and oh, look at that, my medic's dead.
Peekaboo!
I don't want to play Heavy anymore, but I can't complain about spies all day. Heavy's massive health pool allows him to tank all sorts of damage and make his enemies look silly. Haha, just kidding, I'm still complaining about spy! You might think Heavy doesn't have any movement, but here, I'm barely able to punish this demo for assuming I'll back up by walking into him. One of Heavy's greatest movement tricks is to be braver than your opponent expects. Whew, that sure was a close one, eh, Spy? Nope, got you again! This whole segment is me complaining about spies! Even when you catch a spy, they just won't die! Just look at this spy! He is so screwed, and yet he won't die! He just won't die!
I'm so dead.
Despite all my complaining, I've really improved at countering spies. So all you spy mains better watch out. I'm out to get ya.
Cease your existence.
It's such a delight when you punish a spy.
So in a lot of games, they try and set the balance up as a like a rock paper scissor. Like your class will counter another class, but one of the other classes will counter you. So it seems like Heavy is fairly adept at taking out most of the classes, especially the straightforward classes, soldier, demo, medic, things like that. But it seems like he does have an issue with spies, probably because, you know, as the Heavy with that big old machine gun you got, you know, you're probably spending most of your time focused on the battle, on the front line, trying to push forward and get the enemy pushed back. So I can see how, especially if left unattended, how the spy, especially that one hit KO with the butterfly knife, man. Yeah. Looks like Heavy has 300 HP, but can still get shanked in one hit by the spy. So I can definitely see where the aggravation about spies would be coming from for Heavy. But, on the flip side of that, from what I understand, Pyro is essentially the counter to Spy. So it's where you get that team play involved, have someone with Heavy to protect him from Spy, and he should be solid. So with some good teamwork, you should be all right.
For blipping out of their invisibility for even a second. I hope it's not too upsetting for you spy mains when this happens. After all, it's all in good fun.
Oh. Yeah, I'm sure.
And of course, it's always a feel-good moment when you save your medic. Not this time, Spy.
Raise your hand.
And what could be funnier than a Spy just messing up entirely?
I'm coming for you. Oh no.
I couldn't succeed at what I'm doing.
Suck, I'm dead.
Okay.
Again, if you want to build a healthy sense of, oh god, I could be shot in the face at any moment if I'm not careful and every moment of life is a blessing, Heavy is your guy. Here, you can see me brawling it out on the point when I suddenly get the overwhelming premonition that I'm about to be shot in the face. I crouch in anticipation, but boom, just a second too late because of the way lag works. That's right, meet me at LAN, Muffin Man. I mean, I get it, right? Sniper counter is heavy. But some snipers just take it too far, man. This guy headshots me and then tries his luck again. Yeah, don't hurt yourself trying. Anyway, I won't be peeking that door anytime soon.
Better hold onto your head, mate. I'm gonna plant one right between your eyes, you punter.
I can take care of this mini sentry, then dip back inside.
Wave goodbye to your head, wanker. I'm gonna turn you into...
Mini sentry? Does that mean Engineer has more than one type of sentry? I know he can put up like a resource vending machine type deal. And I know he's got his primary sentry, but does he also have mini sentries? Okay. Also, while Spy seems like it could be a thorn in the side to Heavy, he also explained that Heavy does have ways to counter Spy. Sniper here does seem like it might be a little bit more of an issue, seeing how I think Heavy would have to close the gap on him, and as always, closing the gap on snipers is always a dangerous game.
The coloured rain.
Oh, someone's shooting me. I'll take care of that. Get out of here, Scout.
You've been eating another use for the neck. Out!
Finally, I top off my health, and surely by now the sniper is peeking somewhere
See
else.
ya.
I don't want to play Heavy anymore.
Thankfully, there's some justice in the world. The enemy sniper sees me, and again...
You better hold onto your head, mate.
But I've learned my lesson, and I'm not moving an inch.
Wave goodbye to your head, wanker.
Yeah, I see your little dot thing. I'm not moving.
You've been eating another use for the neck.
But then, 1, 2, 3, thank you.
Weren't no thing.
Okay, so Heavy gets wrecked by Spy and Sniper. But what is he good at? Basically, he's a monster in head-to-head combat.
Yeah. Look at that DPS, man. That rate of fire.
Don't do that. Don't just rush Heavy without a plan. That's what he wants. Here's an excellent example of what not to do. Hey guys, there's a Heavy at our cliff. Don't worry, Pyro. He's no match for me. Oh, you gods, no! Don't worry, soldier. Not to worry. I've got this under control.
All of you are babies. Who sent all these babies? Oh, I am dead. My entire team is babies.
Bro, I love the voice actor for Heavy. His voice lines, his voice actor, I just love the voice actor for Heavy, man.
Hey, you.
Me.
Yes, you, lad. I'm here to teach you how to position yourself against a Heavy.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, this is not a good position to be in against a Heavy.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah.
No worries.
This is also not a good position to be in against a Heavy.
Thanks for
Right.
the practice.
Let's see what you've learned. Is this A, not a good position to be in against a Heavy, or B, a good position to be in against a Heavy?
You're making this so easy. Hey?
Look, you have to treat every corner like there's a Heavy or Pyro right around it. You can't just open a door and be like, hey, what's going on in here? Or else you're gonna get your team ripped apart one by one. Mowing down unprepared opponents is Heavy's thing, man. It's what makes him so fun to play.
Screaming Eagles! Well, that was not the plan.
All these moments where you just delete overconfident enemies from the video game are so rewarding. Oh, 1 health left. Time to take a sandwich out of my pocket and eat it. I've been wearing these pants for 3 days. That's right, after a long day of shredding bad guys, it's nice to just take it easy and grab a bite.
So I always see heavy with the sandwich. Is that a heavy specific like item? Like I've seen he's been able to give it to other players, but is that a heavy specific item? Because almost anytime I see the sandwich, it's heavy's involved. Either he's the one munching on the sandwich or he's giving the sandwich to someone. Yeah, I don't know.
Right out of here. Oh no.
Nom, nom, nom. Sandwich.
The snack of champions. Sandwich. It's got to be a heavy thing, right? Yeah.
It's hard to imagine life without the sandwich. Heavy takes so much damage all the time that he absolutely needs a way to recharge without going to health
secret
kits.
underwater
Come on,
path?
Why can't you eat
Okay.
your sandwich underwater? You're about to die! Of course, eating your sandwich is always a gamble since it makes you stand still for so long.
If you're in that underwater area, can you actually shoot at enemies while you're underwater? Or do you, like, if you encounter an enemy while you're in the water, do you both just wave at each other and swim past each other? Or can you fight in the water?
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. But now where to run? Ah, bullshit.
But sometimes it's nice to just take a minute and watch things unfold.
This here point's ours now.
And besides, you'd be surprised how much the sandwich actually heals you in a pinch.
Honey dog! Yeah! I'm going to saw through your bones!
Oh my goodness. It's like continuous healing.
I have plans for you.
No!
Hello, yes, you might not have known that you can give your sandwich to other players. If you didn't, don't worry, your teammates would have told you.
Can you give me a sandwich? Can you give me a sandwich? Can you give me a sandwich?
Hey, G, would you make me a sandwich?
But you know, sometimes it's nice to be there for someone in need. Where are you?
Okay, so yeah, it's the sandwich is a heavy specific item. Okay, all right. He answered it for me.
Right.
Oh, here you go.
I eat your sandwiches! I eat them all!
Wow!
Scout, grab it!
Heavy setting that.
Yo, can you do that? You can just
Let me tell you
you can just snag it from someone? Okay.
something. If Heavy could build his own teleporters, he'd be 200% better.
What?
Heavy plus teleporters equals a superior class.
Once again, Overwatch related. It's like putting Bastion on a Symmetra teleporter. It kind of helps with the lack of mobility. You know, you're able to set up a strong defensive position at a choke point or something like that. And in Bastion's case, he can't move when he's set up. So it, you know, he's even at more of a disadvantage than Heavy is. But it helps because that way, if the enemy starts pushing your position a little too much, all you got to do is hit a button and boop, you're back behind cover in safety. So I know this strat.
Heavy is slow and he needs teleporters. So all you Heavies out there, be sure to thank your engineer for building these. Let them know it isn't
allows
going
you to
unappreciated.
get
Wait, what the
that
fuck?
surprise
Holy shit,
advantage
just make sure that you let
sometimes.
Heavy use the teleporter, especially when there are only 16 seconds left in the round. Oh, you took the teleporter. I mean, I guess it was our demo. Oh, it's a level 1.
The control point is being contested.
What? Oh man, so there's different levels for the teleporter? Does that mean that there's different levels for the turret and the vending machine? Because that's like a whole nother layer I didn't even know about, that there was like different levels to your gear. Oh man, okay.
He's got some problems, alright? All his strengths and weaknesses come together to form one glaring issue. If you're winning, it's great. If you're losing, ugh. Let me see if I can illustrate this. Can you guess which Heavy wins this fight? How about this one? And this one? Think it over.
It's me. I win. I always win.
All of these clips have one major thing in common. The enemy Heavy is on their side of the map, painfully trying to make their way towards the captured objective. This is commonly referred to as losing. You can argue things like, well, Heavy is a defense class, so he shouldn't even have legs to begin with.
He needs legs. He's not Bastion. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the greatest sound effect in all of Team Fortress, is Heavy doing his That's the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life.
But the point is that there's no
I
question
need that
which one
as
of us
like
is going to
my
win
cell
in these
phone
Heavy
ringer.
duels. There's one last
I'm not even lying right now. I want that as my cell phone ringer, so that when someone calls me, my phone just goes. Yeah,
That's what I want. Really needs saying. Casual heavy is a completely different experience than competitive heavy. In organized Highlander matches, you are guaranteed to be up against one competent spy and one competent sniper. In casual games, the enemy team might not even have a sniper, or at least not a competent one. While gathering clips for this video, I went 35-1 in a casual game. This is not a sign of how powerful Heavy is, it's a sign of how hard he punishes casual players. I know that most of my viewers just play TF2 casually, and that's fine, but I think it's more interesting to talk about the classes in a competitive setting, with experienced players that know how to counter you, because, in that setting, you're gonna learn the limitations of your class real quick.
Oh yeah.
In a competitive match,
yeah, going up against other competent players who know the classes and know how to counter the other classes is huge. So it makes a massive difference. And that's, you know, that's not just Team Fortress, that's not just Overwatch, that's every competitive game. So
the enemy team won't hesitate to exploit any weaknesses your class has. That means it's on you to push Heavy's potential to the limit and be there for your team. You have to learn what the best players are going to do to make your life a living nightmare, and you have to learn how to do the same thing to them. In other words, you have to learn how it feels to play Heavy.
That was how it feels to play Heavy in TF2. Yeah, man, Heavy is as far as the character goes, I like the character of Heavy. Everything I've seen about Heavy so far is he's a cool dude, man. He kind of minds his own business. He seems to be a team player. He's always trying to do stuff for the team. He's kind of like the big, giant, nice guy, you know, the gentle giant, until, you know, it's time for battle, and then he picks up Sasha and just unloads a ton of bullets at everybody. I kind of get the gist of, you know, how it feels to play Heavy in TF2. LazyPurple definitely does a good job at describing these classes and giving a nice visual representation. As always, the animation was solid, the humor was good. I like these how it feels to play videos. They are both informative and entertaining. So all credit to LazyPurple. As always, a link to his page and his content will be down in the description. Go ahead and check his site out. It's definitely worth a view. And yeah, guys, until next time, if you liked the video, like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what video you guys want to see next, and we will get to it. Until next time, guys, as always, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out and watching the video. Take care of yourselves, and have a great day.